So good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen in India. Best regards from Germany. Unfortunately, we had a technical issue this morning. I'm very sorry for that. Okay, that's the way it is. Anyway, you will now get some information on this way by BASF. And you know, first of all, I used to define the name. What does BASF stand for? BASF stands for Badisch Anhelinische Soda Factory, of course, but please allow me to rephrase BASF and to say BASF is also the Badische Aroma Superior Factory. There's a good reason behind, and you will learn about this. I will talk a little bit about tradition, but also about innovation today. And please allow me to be very focused today. I cannot show you all the products and invention of BASF because there are so many. You know, BASF is a very, very large global chemical company. We are doing so many chemicals, and aroma ingredients are one part of those activities. We are not only focused on aroma ingredients if we talk about citral and the citral value chain. No, we also talk about vitamins and carotenoids. And everything is quite interlinked in BASF. This is one of the strong points of the company. As I said, we will talk about tradition, innovation, BASF at a glance, of course, and then 3 products. BASF stands, of course, for very high quality products. You know that. So we are well approved at all flavor and fragrance houses with our superior aroma ingredients. Meeting high standards is one of those skills of BASF. On the other hand, you know, we have a global network and we are a trusted partner of the industry. And of course, we are also creating many new tools. We are standing for innovation. We are standing for traditional chemistry, but also for a lot of innovation. And let me give you one example here. If I talk about petrochemicals and the petrochemically based aroma ingredients today, this is not the only story we do in BASF aroma ingredients today. We also invent new molecules. I will talk about the new superstar Velberry later on. And we also entered with isobionics into bio-based aroma ingredients. So far, so good. Let us continue. I will show you a little bit the citral tree, which is, of course, subject to a further development. The citral tree is one of the core elements in aroma ingredients. You can see, based on isobutene, we perform a lot of leaves to this citral tree. Namely, I just wish to mention the major inventions and groups which have been consequently developed over the last 30 years. Vitamins, I already mentioned, vitamins, carotenoids are one part of the citral tree. The geraniol and linalool group are also extremely important with all the downstreams. Pyrane group means pyranol and cyclic components. That's another group. We saw 3 major investments into citral, 1981, 2004, and 2018. And you know that BASF has entered L-menthol in 2012, followed by the MIN platform 2018. So there are various capacity increase measures. So we materialized many things, and there are new launches on the way. Be surprised. And last not least, for this section, I need to mention also that we want to meet the globally growing demands for citral in a specific way. That's why we started with a second footprint, second site footprint in Asia. This is really a very excellent development. So in 2018, we started up the new aroma ingredient complex in Kuantan. This is mainly focused on menthol and citronellal. You know that. Okay, now let us celebrate a little bit. Let us celebrate more than 30 years of hydroxycitronellal. What is hydroxycitronellal? This is such an excellent material which fits perfectly into the springtime. It is a material for any kind of creation. Let me just remind you kindly that hydroxycitronellal, this very fresh floral odor, very reminiscent of lily of the valley, muguet, is one of the main ingredients in any kind of floral compounds. From muguet, narcissus to hyacinth, everything is possible with hydroxycitronellal. And I used to say it is an absolutely indispensable item in perfumery, in particular in fresh floral fragrances. It is a very perfect, there's a very perfect fit with pyranol. I will show you how we do that. So based on citral, we will get into hydroxycitronellal, and I also wish to show to you now the pyranol, which is another very important muguet item here, and both together they are simply perfect, and they give you such a nice floral and beautiful impact. Absolutely gorgeous. And so far, being, as I said, the leading supplier for more than 30 years, BASF is really proud to constantly promote this product. It's a continuous large-scale production from BASF, and it's absolutely analytical, stable. The olfactory profile is just perfect. We are approved everywhere. So hydroxycitronellal by BASF is definitely a superior muguet item. Okay. I think we do not need to talk about specifications right now, and our nice colleagues in India will help you with some more details. Let's talk about Nerol as the next item. Yeah, indeed, BASF has fine-tuned the Nerol, and I think we can be proud. We have reinvented and revisited the Nerol successfully in the past years. Nerol is a very important item, very indispensable as well in any kind of rose creation. It is the perfect bridge between rose and citrus. I used to say this bridge between rose and citrus makes it really an outstanding item. Of course, it's linked to the citral value chain, as you can see in this picture. If we talk about the benefits from this material, it is not only fresh, floral, rose, citrus, of course, slightly sweet. As I said, it is bridging rose and citrus. This means you can generate a very perfect combination between both items. And just dip the blotter. Let me, yeah, this Nerol is outstanding. I mean, it is a perfect olfactory fit with any floral, rose, and fruity ingredient. You know that it's the grade from BASF is definitely a new grade for the differentiation. It is high in the Nerol content while being low in geraniol. You know that geraniol is on the list of allergens. Nerol is not. Okay, let's come to some examples, or to one example here today. I will show you something in the formula called Morning Dew. Morning Dew is a citrus floral fragrance composition for personal care, with the toilette, and here we have utilized 6% of Nerol, and this provides definitely a very nice vibrating rose petal scent, not the rose leaf scent, but the rose petals. So it gives a very natural impact, and the substantivity is definitely enhanced in the floral scene. We would kindly invite you to reconstitute this formula. We will share this formula to you, definitely. And please feel free to elaborate in greater detail, because my time is limited now. But really, it's worth using Nerol in your best compositions. So having said that, we should shortly talk about the Nerol specifications, of course. This Nerol is a little bit different from the regular market grades. It is very rich in Nerol, definitely. It is very rich in Nerol, while having also isonerols, other isomers, a little bit of citronellal and geraniol, and really it is an excellent material for any kind of creation in the flavors and fragrance segment. But now let me breathe a little bit, because I need to get more power if I talk about such a beautiful item such as Velberry is. Velberry is our new fruity sensation. It's a new fruity building block from BASF. It's really an invention, a new invention made by BASF. And you can already see in the picture, it is a very appetizing material. It is not, okay, it's not for flavors, it is only for fragrances, but nonetheless, we can say the gourmand character combines the soft powdery notes with a high blooming effect and the fruitiness and the freshness, which is really outstanding. Not a freshness that you know from menthol or mint products. No, it is a fruity freshness, and it's really a booster in any kind of fragrance creation. Beyond that, and I will talk about the sensory features more in a couple of seconds, but Velberry is definitely also a safe ingredient with a superior toxicological profile. This is important. And okay, I talked about the building block. Building block needs to be sold at an affordable price level. Please contact our sales force for an offer. Okay, back to the features of Velberry in more detail. So if we talk about Velberry as a blooming sensation, yes, it is enhancing top notes, covering even solvent notes if we use it in an air care application. Air care applications, at 20% of Velberry in an air care application is definitely a very high level. You may call it unusual, but we wanted to impose with the effect at 20%. I will also show you an example at only 2% or 2.5% in order to emphasize this material is good in any kind of concentration. So in this air care application, which is also very important in Asia, I know, in particular in India, it is a fruity, woody, oriental fragrance composition. And here the freshness is definitely enhanced. There's a hint of a very dry ambery note, and this is also pushed, let me say it, pushed by Velberry. Velberry is a very effectful material, so it perfectly covers also the dank solvent note, or something which is considered to be slightly unpleasant in an air care matrix. Velberry will help you to overcome this small problem. Another example that you should also test in your labs, please. In quite low concentrations, Velberry is really a contributor and brings unusual fruity notes to shampoo formulations. Here we are talking about a shampoo formulation with the effect 2.5% Velberry in this shampoo, and it brings a touch of freshness, of course, together with enhancing natural fruitiness of the accord. And this fruity side is quite unusual. It is not the direct translation of the fruits you can see in the picture. No, it is more than this. These are fruity berry notes, but there is a lot of things beyond. Please do us the favor to try, and we will also distribute the or we will share the this composition with you. Okay, Velberry. We learned Velberry is a new material of an outstanding freshness. I need to mention also beyond sustainability issues such as a superior toxicological profile and being readily biodegradable, the stability is very high. You can see it in this documentation here. Furthermore, it's certified kosher halal ISO 9001. That's what you can expect from BASF. Velberry, now I'm coming already to the end, I think. So the take-home message for you is, yes, BASF is very active in inventions, in innovations. BASF invented Velberry as a new fresh fruity sweet building block. It's an outstanding material, very good, and it's an excellent top note with an ultimate blooming effect. You can really, really emphasize this material is spectacular. It is kosher halal certified. Get your offer from our sales force, please. I also talked briefly about Nerol, the new quality of Nerol from the citron value chain, being the bridge between rose and citrus. I also mentioned that this material would be good for flavor ingredients. Of course, for flavor ingredients, you need an FSSC certification, which is of huge advantage for you. And of course, the purity depends from the, let's say, from the regional legislations. So that's something you should check, of course. Hydroxycitronellal, this is one of our traditional materials, more than 30 years old. A very good companion in our portfolio. A classical, fresh muguet spring material with a constant and pure olfactory profile. There's a perfect fit with any other muguet item, and it fits perfectly in any kind of fresh floral compositions. This material is also food certified, FSSC 22000, and kosher and halal certification also exists. So, my last comment after this high-speed speech should be, please contact our Indian market colleagues. Nijikant Bhate will help you. And you're also free and invited to contact our BASF distributors in India. These are namely the companies PP Sheth, it's Mehul Sheth, a good friend of us, and Karnataka Aromas Ingredients. Yeah, that's all from my side for now, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the day. And please do us the favor to test our new aroma ingredients, and all the best for you. See you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye, friends in India.